What's up, guys? It's Dalton, Dr. Fishing. So it's gonna be a quick video. Just wanted to show y'all something. If y'all did not watch the video before last where I did the top 10 Dr. Fishing melons, the video right before that I mentioned how the Mayak is currently down right now. So as you can see, I got the cowling off the Optimax, and I already kind of knew what the problem was. To make a long story short, I was running back in Clear Lake, and it started when I got back to the ramp. I got off plane or whatever, and it started making a bunch of squealing noises, just squeaking. And for those of you that know, Optimaxes, especially like 2011 newer Optimaxes, one of the most common problems, and it's a very, very common problem in these motors, is the air compressor going out. And I knew one of the symptoms of a bad air compressor on these was that squeaking noise, so I kind of already knew what it was.
Not a good noise.
Kind of figured it was the air compressor. So I finally got around to taking it off. By the way, it's really simple to take off. If any of y'all ever have this problem, it's a really simple procedure. All you gotta do is take your belt off. Here's your belt right here. And literally these are all the bolts that I take off. And there's not many at all. There's basically 6 bolts that hold the pulley on top of the compressor. All you gotta do is take the pulley off first or whatever. Which, by the way, tape the pulley off first before you take the belt off. That way this stays still, so whenever you try to break loose these bolts on the pulley doesn't turn with you. Just leave the belt on. And then after you get these off, go ahead and take your belt off. Right here's your tensioner. Just put a 3/8 drive ratchet in there, pull back on it, and take the belt off. But other than that, the only thing holding the compressor on are these 4 long bolts right here. There's 4 mounting places, as you can see right here. You take those off, and there's a bunch of hoses that come off. There's 3 right here. I kind of labeled them so I knew where they go back on the new compressor. There's this hose comes off, this hose. There's 3 electrical connections right here, as you can see. The other end of them is on the compressor. There's that. Other than that, it's a really simple procedure. It didn't take, I don't know, 15-20 minutes maybe to get everything off. The only sizes you need for the mounting bolts is a 13. For the bolts on the pulley, that's a 10. And that's all you need. A 10 and a 13, and just some pliers to pull these off. Oh, and then this one right here, I just left that hose on there, and all I did was take off the hose fitting here. That was a 19, so I got a 19 size wrench here and took that off. So I did find the problem though. I kind of got curious on what failed inside the compressor. So I took, right here's where your pulley goes, by the way. This is where your pulley sits. I took this off, and lo and behold, the connecting rod didn't break. And quite honestly, I'm not too sure what this little part is called in here, but whatever this little piece is inside the hole in the connecting rod is what took a crap on us. You can see there's little metal shavings down here. I'll pull some out. See right here, there's some little metal shavings, and that's what messed up. Hang on, there's a YouTube ad. Let me go to a new song. Let's see. We're going to listen to Best of You, Foo Fighters. And we're going to turn it up a little because that's really quiet.
Is someone getting the best of you?
So anyway, that's what happened. Not sure how it happened. I don't know if maybe there's a little oil inject. I'm not sure how this thing gets oiled. Obviously it does get oiled though. Maybe that there's an oil injector on this thing or something that might have messed up and didn't lubricate it enough, or I don't know. But I mean, it's a really common problem on these motors for the compressor to mess up, but that's the problem. And it's kind of funny considering this connecting rod in here messed up. I also have this little 2-horse 7-root I've been working on. As you can see, it's in a million pieces right now. Like, I literally have it all the way off. It was actually given to me. Ryan gave it to me, and so this is what happened to this one. The actual connecting rod in this motor broke. Like, the entire rod, it just completely broke in half. So it appears that I don't have too great of luck with connecting rods. Now I do know from what I've read online, this is the reason I took the compressor apart, to find out what happened. Because the reason is, I know what they say when anything breaks inside of this thing, say the piston, you know, connecting rod, whatever, it messes up and it breaks and sends metal shavings all over the place. You want to flush out this hose right here. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure on how this thing works, but as far as I know, that compressor pushes air through this hose right here and sends it down. There's air injectors in here. This is your fuel rail. There's air injectors in there. As far as I know, that's how that works. Again, I'm not 110% sure. And what happens is when those metal shavings go flying, you're sending metal shavings into this hose and into your air injectors. So you want to get that flushed out and cleaned out. There's a few filters in there you need to clean. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, this motor's in really good shape. There's nothing wrong with it. To be honest, I was kind of waiting on this compressor to go out because, again, you know how much of a common problem it is on this motor. From what I've read, usually that compressor will go out about 500 hours, the OEM compressor from the factory, and this one's got a little bit over 400 on it, so it was getting around that time for that compressor to go out. And honestly, I was waiting on it to go out because how common of a problem is. And finally, the other day coming back into to the ramp in Clear Lake, that's where she let go on me. But oh well, gonna get a new compressor on it, get it installed. I just figured I'd show y'all a little bit on what happened, just in case any of y'all ever have an Optimax and something goes wrong like that, then you'll know what the deal is. So really simple job. Doesn't take but 20-30 minutes. Getting it back on isn't going to be that hard either. The only thing is, I know you got to prime the oil back into the compressor and all that stuff. But and there's somebody calling me right now. Alright, sorry about that. One of my friends needed help pulling the transmission out, but I'm working on my own thing right now. So thank y'all for watching. Hopefully that helps some of y'all out and kind of gives y'all some insight on how this compressor works. Other than that, see y'all later. Thanks for watching. This is Dr. Fishing. Peace out.